It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet.
I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brett Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. After this game, the Bucks head back out on the road. And, of course, Zach LaVine. They'll need someone to fill his role.
And as shocked as people are that they would trade away a player of his caliber, they didn't just let him go for nothing. I mean, they got a lot in return. I think it's a deal that's going to really help them down the road.
And a long way to go, Brett, but there are some early signs of a legitimate playoff contender, championship contender.
When we talk about that, Kevin, you and I always are leery of the fact of how many of these guys have had the experience of being scarred up in the early rounds of the playoffs, having to advance or beat a team that's proven before. Right now, there are some teams out there that are raising our eyebrows where we think they're going to have an opportunity. If they keep growing like this and they keep finding this type of consistency, they could be dangerous.
You'd like to think they're going to use those scars, as you say, from the past and motivate them even more.
Well, those are the teams who we believe can always take the next step.
Sure.
It's the young teams that are unproven, even though they're playing well, where we sometimes wonder, will they be able to maintain this kind of focus come playoff time?
Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. DeRozan out there with Robert Covington, and they're Skinny. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, and it's Thompson in at the center position.
And Caldwell-Pope, explosive off the floor. He can catch you unawares with his dunking.
Bledsoe kicks to Anderson. Mozgov against Thompson. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebounded by Covington. Here's Toronto. Here is Skinny. He had a career game last time out. Bucket after bucket. Out to Thompson. Shoots over Mozgov. Thompson misses.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. The defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
He's a hard guy to guard everywhere on the floor, but more than anywhere else, Giannis can get you in the paint. That's where he lives.
Here is Skinny. Caldwell-Pope outside. From beyond the arc and then some. Caldwell-Pope's got his second basket of the night.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Caldwell-Pope against Bledsoe. The pass to Middleton. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Antetokounmpo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. For Toronto, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. The rebound by Anderson. The Bucks have gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Passes to Bledsoe. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Good awareness from EB there. He knows that's his job. Get the ball to the open guys as the point guard.
Skinny the pass to DeRozan. Rebounded by the Bucks. First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. To the paint. The kick out to Anderson. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Anderson's got himself on the board with 3 there. Here is Skinny, guarded by Bledsoe. Pass to Caldwell-Pope. On the wing, Thompson. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Skinny. Boom!
Okay. That's how you attack. Wow. Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Now here's Middleton. He's coming off a 10-point game against New York. Antetokounmpo. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
That jump shot looking better and better from Giannis. When he gets in a rhythm, it becomes dangerous.
Here is Skinny, guarded by Bledsoe. DeRozan passes to Skinny. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Got to give a ton of credit to the screener there. That was a perfect pick to give his teammate the space to knock down the shot.
Milwaukee has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Antetokounmpo kicks to Anderson. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Defense is right there. For Toronto, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
I had a chance to catch up with Mike Budenholzer. On defense, he said, quote, "We're going to have to neutralize their high flyers. We can't play above the rim against these guys. Whatever it takes, we need to shut down the lane." We'll see if they are able to do that during the game, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks.
Staying confident in the paint. Middleton does a good job sinking that one.
Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
Bucket is good.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking. Jump shot. Gave a little pump fake. And then off to the races.
Left side, out of the Antetokounmpo. Middleton on the wing. Anderson against DeRozan. The 11-footer. And Mozgov throws it down.
A man with height and reach. Mozgov screaming. Extra chance point.
Lobbed up there for Thompson. Deep 2 from Anderson. No good on that one. And Toronto will go the other way with it. They put up a nice win against Detroit the last time out.
They executed on the road, stayed focused, stayed consistent with who you are as a team.
Such a confidence builder to go on the road and be able to dictate the tempo, the style of play, keep your identity. They were able to do that here.
Brogdon, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. Juan Hernangomez, he's checked in for the Raptors. Cummings comes in for Skinny. So timeout called here, and Toronto will go for a different look here. Adams, he's checked in for Hernangomez. Alexander comes in for DeMar DeRozan. Robert Covington's checked in for Caldwell Pope, and it's Skinny in for Cummings. Brent, do you think individual defense is getting easier to measure with player tracking and advanced stats?
I don't. I think it's impossible for you to find some legitimate measurement of how much a player is truly impacting the game defensively. I think there's great
Skinny.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for Milwaukee. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. On the pass to Caldwell. To the middle. Here's Bledsoe, and he uses the glass on the layup. Bledsoe's got his first points of the game.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. And it's still early in the year, but already some trends developing as we check out the new power rankings. Taking a look at Charlotte, they've achieved some upward momentum, climbing to the 5th spot on the board.
And I feel like Toronto, they've been sinking on this list to start out the year. Not what they or really anyone else expected, but that's why you play the game.
Pass to Mozgov. The kick out to Anderson. From 12 feet out, Toronto grabs the miss. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And again, no good by Toronto. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Caldwell passes to Anderson. Kicks it to Bledsoe. Passes it to Anderson. And the foul on Skinny. That's his first foul. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. Take a look at Skinny, one of the best passers in the NBA, always looking to get his teammates involved.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And his versatility on offense is so spectacular. He always finds ways to help put points up on the board.
This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
Now that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
And it's Bledsoe off the drive. The shot will not fall.
Wonderful defense, staying active around the rim and then really putting the shooter in a tough spot.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
I had a chance to look at some stats for Skinny. He's coming off an excellent season. Tops in scoring, first in steals, and he had the #1 field goal percentage in our league. A fearsome finisher, punishing defenders on the inside.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him #1 last year. You can't stop him, and you can't even really contain him. To the inside, here's Middleton. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Middleton's got his second basket of the night.
Keep your eyes on the prize. Middleton did just that and sunk the shot despite getting roughed up a bit.
Adams outside. They get it back, and Thompson kicks to Covington. Deflects the pass. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Middleton finds Bledsoe. Got a hand on it. Over to the left wing.
Alexander.
Alexander's got the lead up to 5 now for the Raptors. The Bucks have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Pass to Anderson. And here is Mozgov. Shoots from the right block. It's good.
And I'll tell you what, at his size, once Mozgov gets the ball that close, it's lights out.
Here's Skinny. Goes up
Skinny.
high with a two-handed dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Bucks have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. Now the pass to Adams. Here's Alexander. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Middleton on the wing. He kicks to Mozgov. Back to Middleton. Bledsoe outside. Shot clock at 6. Puts it up from 12, and it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
And now it's a double-digit lead. And it's a 10-point Toronto lead.
And they've done a great job knocking down those long-range shots here in the second, shooting just over 40% from downtown.
Timeout called the Bucks. A tough loss coming against New York in their last game played.
And simply put, they couldn't score. And they never got completely in sync in that one.
This is when you look at the opposition and give them some credit with their defensive effort, just a higher level of energy and focus. They were disruptive.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. On defense, Toronto. Here we go, all alone. A huge
Skinny.
slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Fader on the way. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Skinny's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It goes on Eric Bledsoe. So many modern offenses no longer rely on a point guard to initiate the play. Tell us a little bit more. Walk us through that process.
I think a lot of teams, Kevin, are getting more towards motion offenses, almost playing in a secondary break where you've either coming off a score, you're coming down the floor, the point guard gets off the ball, and with all the players moving around and with the multifaceted skill set of your small forward and your power forward who's now playing at the point, distributing the ball, setting screens, DHO, because of that skill set, you don't really have the heavy reliance on point guard domination with the basketball, setting up every play, and being the only playmaker on the floor. Now you have 3 and sometimes 4 getting that job done.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Watkins checked in.
And a lot to dislike about that. I don't know where to begin.
Let's hope that he does not try that one ever again. And they can't afford to be that careless. They need him out there on the floor, so he has to avoid fouling again in this period.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. It's been quite a game for Skinny.
And they simply have no answer right now for what he's doing to them. He is making them pay.
And where have the shots been coming from tonight? Here's a look broken down by paint, mid-range, and 3-point shot attempts so far for Milwaukee.
And when you look at that chart, concentrate for a second on what they're not doing. They're not getting a lot of threes from the corners. That's something that has to change. Makes it much easier to defend the team when you know they can't score from the corners.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Drains the
Skinny.
three-pointer. Skinny's got 25 points in the game.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Caldwell passes to Robinson. Here's Caldwell, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. For Milwaukee, they have shot 5 of 8 from the foul line.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Wagner's checked in. To the inside, Toronto working the ball around now. From deep three-point range, and Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Daniels is checked in for Milwaukee. Bucks trail by 16. Now Brogdon. Coming in off a 12-point game his last outing. Right side out of Antetokounmpo. And the basket is good. Antetokounmpo's got 17 now.
It's a huge night for Giannis Antetokounmpo at the offensive end of the floor. That length and athleticism just proving to be too much for any defensive scheme.
And some changes here for the Raptors. And the Raptors call time here. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Raptors lead by 18. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Here with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Kentavious, you guys were getting a lot of offensive rebounds in the first half. How important was that?
Oh, man, that is important, man. We got to keep them off the glass. We can't get them second shot, and we got our offensive rebound too as well.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, folks. Good to have you back. Ernie Johnson with Kenny the Jet Smith and the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Well, for Toronto, Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, they built this lead in large part because of the sharpshooters off the bench. The subs played a superb game. Get it? Sub, superb. Oh, I'm rolling tonight. I mean, they played like starters.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Bucks.
Well, there's no wonder they're getting blown out. No energy, no fight in the rebound battle. Ernie, you got to pick it up. You got to pick it up starting now, or it's going to be impossible to come back. Like the Pythagorean theorem, times 50, times 100, times 50, times 10. Impossible to...
That's all for now.
Welcome back to Milwaukee, Wisconsin. The buildings of downtown reflecting off the gentle waters of beautiful Lake Michigan. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Skinny having a dominant impact in this game.
And I love the game plan in that first half. They really valued each possession.
Efficient so far with the shots that he's taken. His contributions have been fantastic.
And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Albert Covington out there with Tristan Thompson. Then it's DeRozan, and there's Skinny, and it's Caldwell-Pope in at the two-guard spot.
And you watch Kyle Henderson out there. They call him slow-mo for how he moves on the court. Just one of those jack-of-all-trades type of players on offense, and wasn't known for his defense, but has put in a lot of work to improve in that area.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Antetokounmpo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 23.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
And with Anderson, the defense has been a focus for him the last few seasons.
And even though Anderson doesn't get up and down the floor fast, he still has quick hands and feet. Is being asked to guard some of the top forwards in the league for this team and wants players to try and shoot over him so he can use his length. Considers it a win if his assignment takes a jumper and doesn't get around it.
Bucks trail by 18. 90 seconds now into the second half. Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo. The 9-foot shot. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good. 25 points in the game.
They're playing with a huge bit of confidence and some fire here. They've recorded 3 in a row here, guys.
Lobbed up there for Thompson. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Well, with Tristan's motor and that kind of reach, great job on finishing off the alley-oop.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass to Middleton. Kicks to Mozgov. Pass to Bledsoe. Over Caldwell Pope. Caldwell Pope with some nice D.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Skinny the pass to Thompson. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
The defense, not so good. And when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
It's good. Antetokounmpo's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Yeah, they've only missed 1 out of their first 5 shots here in the second half, guys. Their offense really moving well, ball snapping, and the shooting looks to be in great rhythm.
And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here is Skinny, guarded by Bledsoe. Out to DeRozan, 4 on the shot clock. Sinks the three-pointer. DeRozan's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big-time mistake.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. It's been quite a game for Skinny.
So far, he is just destroying their will. It feels like he can get any shot he wants once he crosses half court.
And in front of you now is a list of the players with the highest shooting percentage last season. You take a look at Skinny, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
He didn't miss many easy chances last year, and he made the most of the tough ones as well. What a fantastic percentage.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Toronto grabs the miss. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the 3rd. Covington in the corner. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Bledsoe against Caldwell Pope. Bledsoe finds Middleton. Back to Bledsoe. Jacks up a 3. And DeMar DeRozan pulls it down.
Well, his struggles are consuming the rest of the team here tonight.
Skinny.
He's got to find his rhythm and find it fast.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. 27 points for him. Can they get it? And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Caldwell Pope.
And from everything you hear about Giannis Antetokounmpo, he keeps a laser focus. Basketball and his family are his sole preoccupations.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Adams, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Alexander comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Justin Holiday subbed in for Kentavious Caldwell Pope.
Thompson's so good at setting the screen, recognizing space, and great timing on the roll that time.
Pass to Middleton. Here's Caldwell. Milwaukee, no good that time either. And some have even compared Giannis to Kobe Bryant for his single-minded dedication, Greg, to improvement.
Yeah, something of an introvert. Not a guy you'll find out on the town or schmoozing with other stars. He's content to save outside pursuits for after his playing days are done. Just increasing their advantage, and right now they're in a zone on both ends.
Love their strategy, and they've been able to execute on it, building a huge lead.
A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Antetokounmpo's got 12 now in this quarter.
This is a guy whose mindset just never changes. Even when they're losing, he's always going to be aggressive.
Here is Skinny. He's got 31. Here's Alexander. Mozgov grabs the board. Mozgov's got his 6th rebound on the night. Middleton comes up empty down low. For Toronto, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively. Here is Skinny, defended by Anderson. Skinny the pass to Adams, and the layup's good off the glass. Adams has got 6.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, on the defensive end, this is a joke. The lack of awareness is exactly why this team is so far behind.
And the pass to Caldwell. Shoots the 3, and he's good on the 3 ball. 7 points in the game.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
Here is Skinny. It's Solenbaum to Kumbo. Ball's knocked loose. Now here is Holiday. From deep. They get it back. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He has 31. Passes it to Anderson. Just 5 to shoot. The shot by Middleton. Wide open. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
Tough to contest when a guy that size can get the shot off that quickly. Middleton with a nice quick release.
Toronto calls timeout. As the league's star power grows, we see more players taking on roles in entertainment, which is kind of interesting. Do you think that's a distraction at all?
Did you know that I was in a movie myself, Kevin?
Why do you think I'm bringing this up? You have firsthand knowledge of this stuff. Your fingerprints are all over this question.
Yeah, not a distraction. I mean, come on. It's an opportunity for guys to go.
It was fun, right? You loved your experience, didn't you?
I did love my experience. Did a couple of commercials when I was in Los Angeles. It's a lot of fun.
And you were good.
You're amazing.
And they won, and they won awards.
Thank you. The things did win awards.
I know.
You're very kind. It's not a distraction, though. These guys are kids. They want to do things. They want to do things musically. They want to be on stage. They want to be in movies. They want to do TV shows.
Too, right? Helps the league and notoriety and everything else.
Why not?
Lets it fly. And again, Toronto no up. Bucks trail by 19. Down low. Pass to Caldwell. Fires from deep. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. 10 points for him.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Skinny.
How about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
The pass to Caldwell. Shooting over Cummings. Here's Wagner. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
Tremendous effort. He will not be denied on the offensive glass.
Pass to Ajinça. Here is Skinny. He kicks it to Cummings. With
Cummings.
He buries the jumper. Cummings got 5 points so far.
Artful passing on that play, showing a real desire to set up the teammate.
And to Kumbo. Basket counts.
Well, that was delicate there from Giannis. I like that floater because that becomes unblockable given the massive length.
Inside. And the jam by Ajinça.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. It's an 18-point game. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for Milwaukee. On Friday, they'll be playing against Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers. Then on Saturday, they'll go back home and will be hosting the Orlando Magic.
And for their matchup with the Celtics, it's a chance for them to come out and knock off the top dog in the league. A win there can be a big step forward for this team.
Glenn Robinson, the third, is checked in for the Bucks. Toronto calls timeout.
And let's take a look at Giannis Antetokounmpo's numbers. He's coming off an excellent season. 4th in scoring, 6th in rebounding, and he finished among the top 10 in blocks, bringing that intimidation factor to the paint.
And clearly one of the dominant scorers we have in this league. His top 5 ranking last year puts him right there in the ranks of the elite.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Fade away, good on the bucket. Antetokounmpo's got 35.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
The kick out to Adams. Cummings against Antetokounmpo. Adams, the pass to Skinny. Clock at 4. It doesn't go for him. Now the Bucks take it the other way. And here's Daniels. 7 points in the game. And another steal for him. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end.
Here's Robinson. Here's Wagner. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Wagner's got 4 this quarter.
And so far are going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
From deep three-point range. Cummings against Antetokounmpo. Cummings can't hit. Bucks trail by 14. Pass to Brogdon. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Here is Skinny. 33 points for him. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And what a beautiful way to polish off that sequence. Just strong at attacking the rim.
That just puts a little more momentum on their side, don't you think?
Absolutely.
And that's where the defense failed. You can't let him throw that down. You've got to get over and foul him, send him to the free throw line.
And so it's Toronto sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We've got more in store for you right after this. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Doesn't happen with every point guard in the league.
And the Bucks with some changes. Mozgov, he's checked in for Wagner. Troy Daniels comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Middleton subbed in for Robinson. And that one's good, Brogdon.
Well, there's some good length for Brogdon, and that helped him maybe get over the top and make that contested shot.
Toronto leading by 15. They've got Chris Middleton. Bledsoe is out there with Brogdon. Then it's Mozgov, and it's Daniels in at the 4 slot. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Bucks with some changes. Anderson, he's checked in for Troy Daniels. And Antetokounmpo subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And then for Toronto, Thompson, he's checked in for Alexis Ajinça. Robert Covington comes in for Adams. And it's Caldwell Pope in for Juan Hernangomez.
Well, Brogdon just has a great feel as to when he should shoot it. Most of the time, it's in rhythm and within the offense.
Thompson. Caldwell Pope outside. Shoots over Brogdon. Here's Thompson. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
The defensive reaction time, it was just immediate on that one.
And sometimes the most important part of that is the angle that the defender chooses. That time, he chose wisely. And that's just too easy, too big, too far inside. And that's as simple as it gets.
Free throw, no good for Antetokounmpo.
We talk a lot about Russell Westbrook and the way that he attacks every game. I think in the Eastern Conference, Giannis Antetokounmpo might be the same way, just tenacious and full of energy, and he fills up the stats.
And now the fast break Anderson with the ball. Wants to get it to Antetokounmpo and does.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
Raptors leading by 9. Here is Skinny. Right side, DeRozan. The three-pointer is right on target. DeRozan's got 10 points in just the second half.
And with time becoming a factor, that may do it, guys.
Well, leads are not given. They are earned, playing with desire and attention to detail all night.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for the Raptors.
They enjoyed a big boost from the strong play of their bench.
The subs came in and did their job. Those points off the bench were key to their victory.
And during the long NBA season, each contest important here tonight. Tonight's win will give them 4 on the season.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Skinny.
And so many times on the defensive end showed off those quick mitts, jumped all over the opposition and swiped the ball away a number of times.
5 to shoot and out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Timeout called the Bucks. They're trailing by 12. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now the presentation of our Jordan player of the game, Skinny.
And guys, no doubt who our pick was going to be. He's made everyone else on the court look like they're playing at half speed. It's been total domination, and you can't help but just sit back and admire that performance.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Over to the wing. Holiday, the pass to Skinny. 18 feet out. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
DeMar, big effort tonight. What is the state of mind of this club right now?
We focusing in on the defensive end. We know if we get stops, so we can definitely score whenever we want.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with us.